Alrighty, December State of My Galaxy. Also, end of the year already. Holy crap, I keep talking about each month, how it feels like the last month flew by, and here we are, year end. Like, jeez. At the time of this recording, it is currently like 10:18 p.m. on Tuesday, December 30th. So, yeah, we got like a day and a couple hours left, and then it's 2026. Like, jeez. I would say the beginning part of the year feels like it went by kind of slowly. I mean, January, February, they didn't fly by too much. Even March. Yeah, March was kind of slow now that I think of it. But ever since the summer came, it just like all of a sudden slammed down into fifth gear and pedal to the metal. It was June, July, August, flew right by. It was beginning of September before I knew it. There's a job. I work at a local fair, and like that's when this fair is that I work in September, and it was just like, jeez, it feels like it was just June, and now I'm working this. Crazy. Anyhow, hopefully 2026 goes very well. I'm not talking about this game, I'm just talking the year in general, life in general, hopefully. But anyhow, we're here for the State of the Galaxy, my galaxy, and I feel like there's a lot, so I hope I don't forget anything. So I'm just going to try to get through this. This might be ridiculously long, but it is what it is. So let's just go. First off, as you see, Lord Vader's still sitting up here in my favorites. He's at Relic 3 still, only because I'm trying to work on his ultimate. And I'm getting there. I have 10 out of the 12 things, so I'm getting super close. Like, as you can see, final stage, halfway done. I just need to have 140 of these crystals, whatever they're called, dark side currency, and then I can complete this. But I don't want to get him beefier, because I think I might have already said this last month, that I'm just worried that if I do that, it might make the event harder. And I'm just like, I don't really feel like dealing with that. So he's just sitting here for Relic 3. As far as where I'm going to take him to, obviously at the bare minimum, it's going to be Relic 7. I originally I was thinking of going to Relic 9, but I don't know, because I hear that Lord Vader kind of sucks. Obviously, I don't know. I've never really used him yet, but that's just what I hear, is that he kind of sucks. He's kind of disappointing, and I don't want to put all this resource and effort into a character that just kind of sucks, The other thing is, I think he works better with the dark side clones, and like my dark side clones, I am kind of trying to work on, but they're only like 4 or 5 star at best. So I got a ways to go for those guys to get better, and I don't even know what kind of team you're supposed to use with Lord Vader if you don't have the dark side clones. So I'm kind of in a weird situation with him. Like, it's cool to have him, he's another GL, but at the same time, like, I don't really know what to do with him. Anyhow, another thing that's kind of cool with Sith Empire Trooper sitting right here, we'll get into more detail about him in a minute, but I finished off the requirements for Leviathan. So I was gonna try to do this. I thought I'd be able to do it, but it says currently unavailable. This is one of those stupid events, apparently, that still only come around on like a schedule. It's not just a permanently released thing yet, which makes absolutely no sense. I mean, I'm so used to, by the time I meet all the requirements, that the events are just a permanent thing. But yeah, so I looked it up. I couldn't find it exactly on the Swiggo forums or anything, but it looks like this comes around on the 20th of every month, except for November. They skipped in November, it looks like. But yeah, so since today's the 30th, I missed it by 10 days, which, relatively speaking, is fine. I wouldn't have had it anyways. I didn't get Sith Empire Trooper up to Relic 7 until maybe like 2 days ago now. So regardless, I wasn't going to make that deadline, but still. The weird part is, it also looks like the event is only good for 1 day. I'm like, they make this 1 day every month? That's weird. But the good thing is, from some like videos that I've seen based on the titles and stuff, I haven't watched the videos because I like to go into these events blind, but the titles and the thumbnails that I've seen, it sounds like that the Leviathan event is pretty easy, so that's good at least. So it makes sense, I guess, that it's only 1 day long. Anyways, as far as I'm concerned, Sith Empire Trooper's done. He's Relic 7. That was his requirement level needed. But he's only still here because I got these 2 mods down below that need to get to Relic 6 dot status. So once I get there, then I can unfavorite him. So for now, he's still favorited just because of his dang mods. Let's see. We still have Bo-Katan up here. I know she's a guild requirement. I do not care about her at all, though. So it's kind of hard for me to want to work on a character that is specifically for the guild. You know what I mean? Like, I only unlocked her because of the guild, and now I have to gear her up for the guild. And I just don't care. I don't care about Bo-Katan. So, it puts me in a weird situation. I know I need to do it because the guild wants this for territory battles, but I'm just like, I don't care, guys. Which, on a side note about not caring, I've worked on Ben Solo. Ben Solo wasn't even on my radar, really, because I don't care about Resistance. I've said this multiple times. I don't care about Resistance. My Rey is only Relic 7, and I don't really care to beef her up more because she just sucks, and I'm just like, whatever. She's Resistance. She's a stupid Mary Sue, worthless character. I don't care. So, Ben Solo was something I never really cared about, but every time I always had a little bit of a gear here and there that was extra and it was available for him, I just was like, whatever, I'll slap it down on him. Because I figured he is a Rey lifter, so I was like, well, at the end of the day, if I can make him good and then slap him down with Rey, maybe that'll make Rey better and it'll just work out for all of us. Well, not for all of us, but, you know, for my teams. So, yeah, it got to the point where he hit Gear 12, and then I was able to, like, speedrun him to only needing the last piece. Well, what I call last piece is this bottom right corner one. And, yeah, we just got that put down on him. I think it was either earlier today or it was yesterday. So, I'm like, well, okay, he's Relic status. I'll get him up. I'm thinking what I might do is get him to Relic 8. And then what I'm also going to do is at least get Rey to Relic 8 to try to make her a little bit better. Which actually I currently am working towards. I have almost everything needed other than obviously this stuff on the right. And then this, I'm halfway there. So, but yeah, so I'm thinking of taking her to Relic 8 and then I might work on getting him to Relic 8. Obviously I also have to give him all his Omicrons. I don't have any of them on him yet. But yeah, so we'll do that. Speaking of other characters I've worked on, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. He is super close now to being Relic 7. I was kind of at a weird crossroads. I was like, should I put him to Relic 7 or should I work on Rey? And I was like, I'll just work on Rey, whatever. Yeah, I could get him done, but I might as well do Rey. She's a GL, make her a little better. So yeah, I'm getting close to that, so that's cool that I almost have him finished off. Let me see anybody else. Oh, Merrick. So this is cool. First off, Merrick is Relic 3 because of the Lightspeed token that we just got today from our daily login rewards. If I can figure out how to go there. Let's see, would it be inbox? Yes, daily login rewards. Perfect. So from the holiday bonus right here, Chromium Lightspeed, any character, yada yada yada. Can I click on it for details? No? Okay. Well, anyways, I used that one on him. And so yeah, that's cool. He was, prior to this, he was at Gear 9, I think. So I wasn't able to use the Lightspeed token as well as I would have liked. You know, I would have liked to take a character from like level 1 and Gear 1 all the way up, because then you'd get all those free levels and stuff. But whatever, I still got quite a few Gear levels and Relic tiers out of the way, so this helps. I'll take it. And the thing that's exciting about that is because he's a requirement for Balin Skull, which is somebody I'm kind of trying to work on. I always thought Balin Skull was probably the coolest part of the Ahsoka show, so I have been interested in getting him. And as you see, I have Shinhati and Morgan Elsbeth met already, so now Merrick will be the third one that I'll have met soon. Grand Admiral Thrawn, he's also super easy. I have him at Relic 6. All I gotta do is one more Relic, he's done. And then it's just a matter of the Great Mothers, and then I'll be able to do this event, so that'll be cool. So anyways, yeah, that's what was exciting about getting Merrick beefed up sooner than later. I've also been interested in Merrick just because he actually seems kind of cool. The Night Sisters I'm not too interested in, but Merrick actually seemed kind of cool, so I want to be able to use him with my Night Sister squad and see like if he adds anything to the team or what have you. You know, see who I could maybe sub out that I currently use. Like my current lineup usually is obviously Reva, Grand Inquisitor, and then I use 9th Sister, 7th Sister, and 5th Brother. So I'm like, I would assume that Reva and Grand Inquisitor are gonna stay. Probably 9th Sister for a tank, but I'm like, I wonder who I could out of the other two ditch for Merrick, and you know, maybe make a better team. I don't know. Anyways, anything else up here to talk about? Tarful might have hit Relic 3 just because, per usual, I just had extra stuff while I was waiting to work on someone else, so he got up to Relic 3 for no reason. It's fine. Eventually he'll be 7. Maybe the same as Cara Dune. She's 3 also, just for, I don't know, the shits and giggles. Oh, did I favorite anybody random? Like, I'm looking at Snowtrooper. I might have randomly favorited him. The only reason is because in my second account, he's actually been doing pretty well for me. I run him under, like, a random Empire team because I don't have too many characters in that account like I do in this account. And he does well, so I was like, you know what? Maybe I should make him juicy in my main account, and who knows? It could pay off. I'm thinking maybe for, like, the Ewok, Forest Moon, what is that, assault battle? I can never complete challenge tier 3. And I'm like, who knows? Maybe a beefy snowtrooper will somehow be the key. Anyhow, let's see. What else have I done? I don't know if I did Darth Bane this month, but he's just cool. I've had him at Relic 9. Pretty beefy. I don't know if that was this month. Like I said, I just want to take a look at him because it's exciting. Obviously, Darth Revan is Relic 9 as a requirement for Leviathan. Let's see. This is news for the second account, but actually, yeah, I'll talk about it in the second account. Never mind, I won't mention that now. Let's take a look. What else do we have going on? I know there's other characters I've worked on, and they've gotten completed. So now they're back in the regular foray, so I just gotta find them. Oh, here's one, Sortie. Obviously, Sortie was worked on because she's a requirement for Leviathan. But I also gave her Omicron, which is silly because, like, I just worked on her, basically. I might have even actually used the Lightspeed token on her to speed things up now that I'm thinking about it. And, yeah, I think, where is it? Yeah, it's on this. I gave it to her because it's Conquest. I'm like, you know, that's a random Omicron, but it's kind of handy. Conquest is kind of like an important game mode, I guess you could say. And having an Omicron on a character could help out. I also have the one on Padawan Obi-Wan, and it seems to help out, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. Can't hurt, I suppose. So, anyways, carrying on. Mace Windu. Nothing happened with him. I'm just thinking, he's only Relic 5, because this must, I don't know if this was a requirement for some character that he had to be Relic 5 or something. But I've been thinking about taking him to higher Relic levels. I mean, he sucks, and obviously getting him to a higher Relic isn't going to do anything. He's still going to suck. But he does have an Omicron and stuff, and I'm like, maybe it would be nice to just get him a little juicier just for that. I don't know. He also has a ship that I don't use, but still, so I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what else we got going on. Shin Hati. I don't know if Shin Hati was this month. I can't remember. I feel like, though, she was also a Lightspeed token. I think she might have been a Lightspeed token that brought him to, like, Relic 5 or Relic 6 or something, because I don't remember putting in too much work into her. She was kind of like a one-and-done type thing, like, pretty quick. And I guess I must have gotten lucky on her mods, because I don't remember really having to farm for her mods too long, either. Let's see. You know, these Death Troopers and stuff, I'm looking at him. I haven't done anything. But the event that these guys are used in, kind of like the one that's active right now with, let me just go to it. I know it's going to screw up where I was at, but whatever. But this event, come on. Duel of Fates, like the one that they're in. This thing right here, Predator Control. I can't get too far. I can't do the Relic 7 tier. It's like too hard for some annoying reason. And I've been thinking about taking him to Relic 9, because, you know, that's what's needed for the top tier, and I'm like, maybe that'll help at the Relic 7 tier, but I'm like, is it going to help at the Relic 9 tier, or is the Relic 9 tier going to be, like, too impossible? I don't know. So I don't know what to do about them. I mean, I don't use them otherwise, it's strictly just for that event, but I don't know. Anyways. Kyle Katarn. Yeah, we already did him a while ago. I was going to talk about him in his Omicron, but we did that a while ago. Morgan Elsbeth. Now, she's another one that was with Lightspeed tokens. And I think I might have, we had a really good token. I don't know if it was from the anniversary award or if it was from, their recent rollout and they gave us all that compensation for some screw up that they had. But we got a really good one that took the character to 7 stars and Relic 5 or something and all this. And I think I used it on her because my Morgan Elsbeth, I'm pretty sure was like, I don't know, Relic 5 or some nonsense. And so I was able to get her wicked juicy, wicked quick, and yeah, and obviously this also helped towards my Balin Skull requirement, so that was like double cool. Let's see now, scrolling. I know there's more things that are lower, I just don't remember if there's anything in the mid sections that I could talk about. Probably not, because these characters are all like Relic 5, so this is stuff I've done a while ago, and yeah, anything I work on now I take to at least Relic 7. So Relic 5 just tells me this is older progress. But anyhow, this is another one that I worked on, the Great Mothers. This was with a Lightspeed token as well. This one obviously wasn't as good, it only took you to Gear 12, and I think it only took them to 6 star. So not as good, but I figured, you know what, it still gets me a lot of progress. It gets some stars out of the way, so now I only have to farm for them to go to 7 star, and it gets, a lot of the legwork out of the way. I'm at Gear 12, now I'm just going to bring them up to Relic status. So, not perfect, but still. Another thing that I think is funny is they have 2 Omicrons. It's usually characters have 1 Omicron, or they have 3. 2 is just kind of random. But, whatever, I guess. Let's see. Anybody else have anything cool like that happen? Trying to think if there's anybody cool that I unlocked either this month. Like, did I get a conquest character or something? I don't know. I did actually just get Scorch Up. I think I got him to 5 star today, so that's cool, I guess. Like I was talking about the Dark Side clone troopers that I'm trying to farm. I mean, I basically am farming all of my pirates as well. The reason for that is because there's an event, just like the one that's going on today with Obi, the Duel of Fates event. I think there's one with pirates, so I want to get them beefier for that. And it's also because I think that they're good in the Order 66 raid. So I'm like, the quicker I can get them beefier, probably the better. It's just taking forever. General Syndulla, she's actually at 93 shards, which is great. I'm not really farming her, per se, but I have all this because she, I think there was like drops or something for her, so just farming normal stuff kept giving me rewards of her. But, yeah, I don't think I've actively farmed her. But like I said, I'm not actively farming her, but that doesn't mean that I'm not farming her, because she is a requirement for GL Ahsoka, and where the heck are the GLs? Journey, and anyways, yeah, so, and for the most part, I don't have a lot of requirements, but 10 ain't bad right out the gate for not even really trying. And the rest, it's like, I gotta take Cat to Relic 9. Okay, she's Relic 7 so far, so that's not too bad. Same as Fulcrum. I mean, Fulcrum I don't really care about, but still. Rex to Relic 7. Okay, he's like Relic 5 currently, so that's no big deal. Yeah. I think my biggest holdups are just Huang and General Syndulla. I think. Yeah, they both just need to get to 7 star. So I'm like, alright, that's cool. That General Syndulla's almost there. Huang's almost there, so, relatively speaking, I could be unlocking her soon too. I'm not jumping the gun right now because I still want to get the Leviathan, and I'm still working on finishing off him, but, And then as far as him, I have basically nothing. It's too many new characters and all this that I don't have, so. But anyhow, as far as my daily farm, I suppose, these are like what I usually go to. I go in here, and I'm farming all the stuff I can here. Quiggled, I'm farming every day, even though it's taking forever to make any progress. I'm farming him, which is taking forever to make any progress. I come over here, I farm Brutus, which is taking forever to make any progress, and I farm Captain Athano, which takes forever to make any progress. But that's like my ship farming. As far as regular farming, right now, because of the Lord Vader event, I've been farming for this red currency. So that puts me at Scorch. Puts me at, I don't remember exactly where the nodes are. Okay, this version of Wrecker, and it might be one down, one more down, one more down. Where was it? Here we go, and her. Those are like my 3 farms right now, because that's the only things I really need that's in here, but it's just so that then I can farm the dark side currency. As far as light side, I think there's actually a lot more in here that I could farm. Yeah, right out the gate, you got CX2 right there. But I don't need it. I don't need light side right now. I need the dark side energy. And then what I do during the day to try to farm dark side energy is I've been farming this, because this is located on the dark side. Let's scroll down. You know, 8A dark side, so that helps with that currency build as well. That's not really the kind of part that I want to be farming, but I suppose it is what it is. As far as ships go, I don't think literally anything at all has happened. If anything, some of these requirements for Leviathan have made a ship better just by default, but otherwise it's not because I'm like trying to do anything. I'm just looking through. Yeah, literally nothing has happened. Even this B-Wing I haven't farmed or anything. It's still at the 15 out of 30. Yeah, and then it's just the Leviathan I'm able to unlock. I just don't have the event to do it. So hopefully next month I'll be able to have this ship unlocked, which would be kind of cool. Also, you know, we get that free Relic 10 material from CG, and I don't even know who to use it on. You know, I was thinking, like a lot of people probably think, GL Luke, but then I saw a video that says GL Luke might not be your best option. Then I've heard people in my guild say they put it down on Darth Revan's, just specifically for the Leviathan, and they're like, oh, my ship is so awesome now. Not like it wasn't before, but now it's even better. So I've been thinking of doing it on him. I don't know. I mean, I need to have the Leviathan first just to be able to experiment with it in general before I even do anything, but I've also thought about putting it on Darth Bane. I don't know. I do use Leia a lot, especially in Grand Arena, so I was like, maybe I'll just put it on her. But I don't know. In Fleet Arena, I'm at 51 because, you know, these stupid Profundity squads, which used to be easy, are now difficult with the stupid new ships. You know, like it said on the kit reveal when they had like the Rogue One coming into the game, they're like, oh yeah, this will help with the meta. Yeah, it changed it. It used to be that it went Leviathan, Executor, and then the Profundity. Now it's like Leviathan, Profundity, Executor. So I'm stuck where I'm at a stupid rank of 51. I hate it, but I can't seem to move up. And as far as this rank, it keeps bopping around. I get into the teens, and then I come back, and then it's like, oh, I'm at 28. Now I could easily battle him, get down to 24, and find another one that would put me back in the teens, and then before you know it, I'd be back in the 20s. So I kind of sway between like 17 up to about 28 type of range, sometimes a little over like 32 or something. And then, yeah, let's just take a look at my eras, because it seems like everybody's era characters are all over the place. So mine are just, like, lingering in the low 30s. Nothing too special, but I don't know. Some people I see, they're in, like, the 40s, and I'm like, did you pay money to do this, or am I playing the game wrong? I don't know. And I'm at 12,369,187 GP with a ridiculous amount of money that I keep maxing out on, and I hate it. I just was maxed out, and I did a lot to try to waste money, but I don't feel like nearly enough was wasted. I wish I was this rich in real life. I hate being rich like this in the game. Anyways, let's go take a look at my second account now and talk about some of the things that happened over there. Alright, so now in my second game... these stupid characters. There we go. Let's see what we got going on. First is, right off the top, Darth Talon. I can't remember if I naturally got her up to this status or if it was a Lightspeed token. It might have been natural. So anyway, she's at Relic 4. I'm currently working on her, trying to get her to at least 7. I think she's a great semi-lifter for the Sith, because I think it's her... one of these uniques, I think, helps out. So anyways... And then I got Droideka. Droideka was a Lightspeed token. I only had Grievous, and I was like, I gotta work on more droids. And I was like, which one am I gonna do? And I chose Droideka, because Droideka's obviously the best one out of all the support droids for Grievous. So, I was thinking about doing the Omicron because the Omicron's kind of solid, but I was like, I don't have enough Separatist droids though, so it's kind of useless for him and Grievous. Ahsoka, she was also a Lightspeed token. I think this was one that you were given by just completing like regular quests. Not regular quests, but these kinds. Stuff like this. Or this kind, actually. Yeah. So anyways, I was able to get her, which up to Relic. Is it only Relic 2? Or was it... No, maybe it was just Relic status in general. I think it's just Gear 13, and then I got her up to Relic 2 so far. So that was cool. I got Sidious. Got 2 things on Sidious. 1, I finally got him to Gear 12. And 2, I did lay down his Omicron. I feel like it's halfway decent for the purposes of Territory Wars, and like, in the second account, my guild is weak. We suck. So anything I can do to help like Territory Wars be a little more successful, I might as well try it. So if getting another Sith up so I can make a more robust Sith team and put an Omicron on the playing field makes a difference, we'll do it. What else? I think everything else is roughly the same. Everybody else really hasn't had any progress happen. I got Bosk and Cad Bane up there just because of their ships, but I don't think much has happened. I might have got that one piece that's on Bosk on him, but otherwise, whoop-dee. And then I put Sabine up here, favorited her, because there's that event. It was active, actually, yesterday at the time of this recording. So, Monday, December 29th. But anyways, there was an event active, and it was the one that you borrow Ezra, and then you use her to collect rewards. Kind of like another thing that they got going on now with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. Well, anyways, I was losing at it, and I checked, and she was actually very weak. I think she was only like Gear 8 at the time. So I went crazy, beefed her up as much as I could, got her up to almost Gear 12, and yeah, we were finally able to have some success. So I was like, I'm just going to favor her, get her to 7 stars, she's close anyways, and just get her beefier. Then next time this thing comes around, it's going to be so much easier. What else have I done? Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Master Qui-Gon. So, with one of the Lightspeed tokens, I think it was one for the anniversary or whatever it was. It was a really good one, though. And I used it on him. Master Qui-Gon. The whole point is just because, 1, he's good. But 2, I had Padawan Obi-Wan really beefed up. And I'm like, I need his counterpart beefed up. And the whole point was so that I can have better success in this event right here. Do all the feints. So it's kind of funny because today everything got opened up. Before I was only able to do tier 1. Now all of a sudden I was able to do 2, 3, 4, 5. The only one I can't do is the final one because they're not Relic 9. But still, that was awesome to be able to open all that stuff up and complete it on auto, except for the last tier. I couldn't do it on auto, but I did it just fine, controlling it myself. So yeah, that was an awesome upgrade there. Trying to remember if any other Lightspeed tokens. I think there's some Gear 12 Lightspeed tokens that I used or something. I just gotta find them. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mission Val. She was another one. Relic 5. I didn't do anything. This is just straight up where she went. The reason I decided to work on her for the Lightspeed token was just because of she's needed for one of the Revens. I don't know if it's dark or light side, but I was like, you know what? This will get me that requirement met. So that's what this is for. Even though she's still only 6 stars, so I gotta work on that. But still, she's Relic 5 and all this. And this isn't Zetas, this is just Omicrons, or Omegas, I mean. I'm holding on to them for SLKR. I want to be able to try to get SLKR as beefy as I can right out the gate as soon as I unlock them. So I've been stockpiling Zetas and Omegas, and I've been trying to stockpile... hopefully it's this. Nope. Stockpile... Nope. Whatever they're called. Kyrotex? I've been trying to stockpile those. Yeah, here we go. So that... Ooh. Oh, crap. That's not what I meant to do. Damn it. But anyways, I was trying to stockpile these, so then when I unlock him, I'm sure he's gonna... I know he needs a lot. So I did have a lot more than I have now, too. It looks pathetic how much I have. But that's because I slapped down quite a few on Padawan Sabine yesterday when I was trying to beef her up. So I still got time before I'm getting Kylo anyways. But yeah, so That's only what's going on there. Same situation with Zalbar. I worked on him for the requirements for... Actually, this might have been... Yeah, this was also a Lightspeed token. Never mind, I didn't work on him. This was a Lightspeed token. And same situation, I just didn't give him his Omegas. Obviously, his Lightspeed token wasn't as good as Missions, because his is only Gear 12. But, you know, still helps. It's a freebie boost up to Gear 12. And what else am I working on here? I'm trying to think of what characters I'm even farming for. I don't know. Obviously my farming's... Oh yeah, my farming, that's what my farming is. It's different in this account than the main account, because I don't really have any end goals right now. But I'm farming her, obviously. And then I'm skipping down over to here, and I just farm these two. Get my Inquisitors more finalized. Because maybe then I can get Grand Inquisitor after I get my Inquisitors beefed up. I mean, I don't think my Inquisitors are all that good. So I do have a ways to go, but there's two right there. So that's kind of a twofer, you know what I mean? Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, okay, Ninth Sister's maxed, and then I got a bunch that are lacking. But anyhow, I think that might be it in the second account. I still don't have any officers, so it's just me. This is kind of ridiculous. Ever since my officers left in this account, nobody wants to step up. I mean, technically, if you put officers, it says that King 420 is an officer, but he doesn't do anything. The only reason I made him an officer is because it was almost like an honorary thing. He was in this guild forever. Like, I quit playing this game for years, and I came back, and he was still in this guild. So, I kind of just made him an officer by default just because he's been here forever, but he doesn't do anything at all. He's not an officer in any regard. He's useless. But as far as anybody else, I've been trying to put notes in here. I used to have it as the header. Nobody wants to take on the task, and it's just frustrating. I had a couple of good officers not too long ago, and then they dipped because obviously this guild sucks. But still, it was like, dang it, like that was solid having that, and then... Maybe I should just randomly promote people. Find the ones that participate a lot and are strong and just make them officers and see if anybody just kind of like naturally gravitates to, hey, I have a position now and does something about it. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's it. Oh, yeah, whoops, no, big thing. I almost forgot. Jeez. That's not it. In my quest to unlock SLKR, I am very close to having this ship 7-star. That's one holding me up. And then I need 21 more shards for Hound's Tooth, and I need 23 more for Xandu Blood, and then I can finally have all the requirements met, so that way then I can go in here and finish off this event, and then unlock it at 4-star, and then just do what I gotta do to get this thing up to 5-star, and then I can finally participate in the SLKR raid. That's why I say I have a while still to, rebuild those shards that I lost or whatever. I mean, the chirotex and stuff, because I'm like, I still got time. It's going to take forever before I'm here. But yeah, we're getting there. The stupid finalizer is getting closer. Ugh. I look forward to it. This is taking way too long. Oh yeah, that reminds me too. That's another thing I did. Where would I find this easily? Skip over here. Okay, screw off. I bought this before. Just so then I'd have some ready to go. See, I got 125 ready to go. So whenever I do unlock them, I can like start participating right away and save some time. I've also been trying to stockpile this currency, as you can see, so that way then when I run out, I can just buy more and just keep going. Anyways, now I think that's all. So thanks for checking this out with me. It ended up being a lot shorter than I thought. Last month's was way longer, but that's fine. So anyways, until next time, I said see ya.